Hello and welcome to Worldwide Watch on CCTV International. I'm Liang Hong in Beijing. The fifth summit of the Americas has come to a close on the twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago. The three-day summit approved the Port of Spain Commitment Declaration. The document emphasizes the need to promote benefits for people from American countries and for eliminating poverty and social injustice. Pei Jian has more.
At the closing ceremony, host country Prime Minister Patrick Manning signed the declaration on behalf of all members at the summit. He said the declaration is a guide document for American countries to solve their current issues. But the declaration was not approved by all 34 countries in attendance. Some countries have reservations about elements of the document. Despite this, Manning said the summit was a success.
I have been in public life for quite a long time, and I have attended a number of conferences, but never before have I attended a conference where the spirit of cooperation was as good as the spirit that we have met here in Port of Spain.
U.S. President Barack Obama also noted the significance of the summit.
I firmly believe that if we're willing to break free from the arguments and ideologies of an earlier era and continue to act, as we have at this summit, with a sense of mutual responsibility and mutual respect and mutual interest, then each of our nations can come out of this challenging period stronger and more prosperous, and we can advance opportunity, equality, and security across the Americas.
Obama said he sees potential positive signs in relations between the U.S. and Venezuela and Cuba. He said the challenge now facing each country is concrete action. Pei Jian, CCTV.
For more on the results of the summit, we go live to our senior correspondent Yang Fuqing in Port of Spain. Fuqing. Hello, Fuqing.
Hi, Liang Hong.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the results of the summit?
Hi, Liang Hong. I can hear you.
Okay. My question is, what can you tell us about the results of the summit and who's the biggest winner?
Well, politically speaking, U.S. President Barack Obama is undoubtedly the biggest winner at the summit. He was successful in introducing himself to his Latin American counterparts, most of whom he has never met before. His handshakes with Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez has not only helped defuse the artillery from Chavez and some of his allies at the summit, and also helped Obama to sell his brand of U.S. diplomacy. Quote, the new approach to Latin America seeking equal partnership. Well, apart from these, the U.S. is gaining more momentum in its relations with the Latin American counterparts. In a final statement at the closing session of the summit, the host country's Prime Minister, Patrick Manning, gave special thanks to Obama for his new approach. Well, saying that, this has created a new consensus and collaboration. So it's appropriate to say that Obama has changed the tone of rhetoric between the U.S. and Latin American countries and helped pave the way for a further improvement of relations between them. Liang Hong.
You say the summit laid a good foundation for improving ties between the U.S. and Latin American countries. What will be the impact of the summit on future relations between the U.S. and Cuba and relations between the U.S. and Venezuela? Can we expect major breakthroughs very soon?
Well, indeed, this summit has provided a golden opportunity for the improvement of relations to have a new beginning in this part of the world. I even hear that journalists here saying that the Cold War era has ended in the Americas, and that shows how people here are hopeful for the possibilities that this summit might bring. The immediate possibility is that the restoration of ambassadors between the U.S. and Venezuela. In fact, President Chavez has already selected his candidate for the post. Well, the next move might be Cuba's readmittance into the OAS, the Organization of American States. while the American organization has suspended Cuba's membership in 1962 under the pressure from the U.S. So the OAS will hold its General Assembly in May, and its Secretary General said that he will ask the Assembly to vote on the issue. Well, if Cuba was successfully readmitted into the organization, it might open up more opportunities, such as direct dialogues between the U.S. and Cuba, and even, lifting of sanctions or the lifting of the half-a-century-old U.S. embargo on Cuba. So there are a lot of opportunities, and it all depends how things will develop in the next stage. Well, if the trend continues, it might change the landscape of international relations in this part of the world. And then the impact of the summit will not only limited to this region, it will be a global impact. Many countries, including China, might have to readjust their relations with Latin America. Liang Hong.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Yang Fuqing. Well, that was Yang Fuqing, our CCTV correspondent at the Summit of the Americas in Trinidad and Tobago. In